Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening from whichever location you are watching me from. My name is Dunzo of Dunzo Lore Accountancy Tutorial. Today I'm going to give an overview, a brief one, of basic record bookkeeping. In businesses, we have to enter into transactions. This transaction should be recorded in the general journal on a daily basis. This journal will include, among other things, the transaction date of the activity, description of the transaction amounts, the givers, receivers, and if for the first time, names and address and contact number. In businesses, transaction, at least two parties will be involved. One will be given and the other are receiving. So the giver are credited for the value of the transaction, while the receiver are debited with the same amount. This is the essence or the idea of double entry principle. So watch out for this in my future tutorial. Normal business activities, will include expenditure made, whether they are capital or revenue, income received, also whether they are capital or revenue, inventory received, deposit made, meetings and conclusion reached, and contract negotiated. All this above will aid the presentation of financial statements when properly processed following the order on my right hand side here. This will be explained in our future tutorial. In businesses, we have liabilities or creditors, and these have to be recorded in their books. Liability are represented by the individual businesses that have lent fund to another company and are therefore owed money. They are all creditors and carried in the book until they are fully settled. Some common creditors will include probably your friends and family member you owe money to, bank or credit union, credit card issuer, suppliers of goods on credit, now termed payables. All right. In every business, we have what we call assets, and these assets have to be recorded in their register and book kept for them. A complete listing of a business or an entity's physical resources is in the asset register. The following details should be included in such documents, among other things: acquisition date and disposal date. If you buy asset, the date acquired should be recorded, and date disposed of should also be recorded when disposed of. The cost, called acquisition cost, or disposal receipt, sometimes they call them scrap value, if you eventually dispose of the asset. You need to keep location of the asset for inspection list purposes. The expected useful life of the asset should be recorded in this book, which will help with the depreciation of the asset. Assets also can be classified according to their convertibility, physical existence, or usability. Convertibility means when they can be used, like current assets or non-current assets. Physical existence are things like tangible, and intangible assets. Some assets are tangible and some are intangible. Usability means in terms of operating and non-operating assets. All this distinction will be clearer in my future tutorial. In businesses, expenses are also incurred or drawings by the owner of the business. Expenses represent the purchase of goods or services, which are recorded at the time of purchase. Example will include purchase of inventory, wages and salary, light and heat, and maybe drawing by the proprietor. So this has to be kept. The record of these expenses have to be kept to help with the double entry and preparation. We have also we call the sales record or sales book. Sales record refers to the company's revenue, okay, and from the sales of the product or services, net of VAT if applicable. Sales could be in cash or on credit. It is the credit sales that are carried on as debtors, now terms receivable in the company's assets record for monitoring. Debtors record or debtors book. Debtors are the individual company that have borrowed funds from a company and therefore owe the money. This is the opposite of creditors, which are individuals, businesses that have lent funds to another company and are therefore owe the money. This record helps businesses to perform double entry bookkeeping. This record helps businesses to perform double entry bookkeeping. The mnemonic get click will be used to clarify these aspects in my comment tutorial. Please watch out for this. Well, this is a brief overview of record keeping. If you have enjoyed this particular tutorial, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe just to encourage us to keep presenting such a tutorial to help us, and then please endeavor to share with your friends. Okay. Thank you for watching and God bless. Bye for now.